Right, let me get this cable out of the way. Sorry, there's a cable directly in my face. All right. Hey everybody, welcome to PICTOPIX, or a Picross game. It's a Picross game. We'll run through the introduction just to explain how this works to anybody who doesn't know. Thank you for the resub, Matafin0. So basically you get a grid with some numbers on it, and they tell you how to fill it in, and then they turn into a picture of something else. Pretty easy. This game's pretty good about it. You just click to fill in a square. You can also just like click, hold, and drag. And then you can click it again to unfill it. Right click puts the X in. Yo! Thank you for giving out a sub on Solo. And congrats, Steady Frenzy. But yeah, so like it tells you how many are going to be filled in. So for example, in a line of 5, if it says 5, you just fill them all in. But here, for example, if it says 2 and 2, it means there has to be at least a 1 space break between them. So it has to be 2 and then a blank and then 2 more. And that's the only way that works. And then yeah, good habit. You want to do that right away, because knowing a square can't be filled in is just as valuable as knowing it needs to be filled in. Information is everything in this game. If you solve a line, you want to solve it all the way. It'll make more sense once we get going. Because we're only doing one line at a time. But when you start doing full squares, you'll see how they interact. So this is another thing. Yeah, if, for example, when you get to bigger ones, like 10, yeah, so if it's 3 and 4, then no matter what position the 3 and 4 is possibly in, there has to be these ones filled in. These are pretty easy. You'll get it. It makes more sense once it's going, honestly. So, for example, in this line of 5, we know 4 have to be filled in. So even if we just do 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way from the left over, or do 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way from the right over, no matter what, all 3 of these in the middle have to be filled in. There's no way they can't be. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like all the patterns of 3. And let me actually get my cursor showing. That might help a little bit. 1 second, let me turn that on. Capture cursor. There we go. I don't use that option a lot. Hello, it's my cursor. So considering the 2 extremes, if we have the 3 all the way to the left and the 3 all the way to the right, in both cases the middle one is filled in. Yeah. And this is nice, they teach you how you can mark squares in just kind of a neutral way for counting. So what you can see here, for example, is 1 and then 2, or we could do it 1 and then 1, 2. So like the other option would, instead of be this, it'd be this. So in both cases of this and this square is always filled in. So in 1, 2, that square is always legal. And so we'll run through some, and I could talk a little bit about what I'm doing strategy style. So they have stuff like this. I really like these options, honestly. They just let you play the game pretty quick. As someone who plays a lot of Picross, you can definitely just play expert and that's fine, but no, this is nice. It just makes it kind of fast and breezy. It gets the busy work out of the way. I appreciate it, personally. Let's go ahead and start. So, solvable, 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 done. Time. So that's how this game flows when you get pretty good at it. These very small ones are going to be pretty quick. So for example, here we have a 0, so we know there's nothing in this row. We have a 0 here, so we know there's nothing in this row. We have a 5. This is all filled in. We have 3s. These are all filled in. And we have, this is just a 3, so these are empty. And we have, this is empty, and this needs to be a 2, this needs to be a 3 and a 1. Done. Time. Give you an example. It's kind of hard on these smaller puzzles to really talk out the logic, because most of it is like, you do a couple of these really small ones so you understand how to do the big ones. So again, we have a 5 here, we have a 5 here. Those are all filled in across the full axis. These are complete because we have 1s in both of these. We have 1 in that, we have 1 in that. So all those are marked out clean. We need 3 here and 3 here, and that's it. It's hard to explain when you're going reasonably fast. You get the hang of it after you do a couple of them. $21. Yeah, the drawings get a little better once you get out of the 5x5s.
2 years for serious.
Yo, thank you for the reset, Nelson JD. Umbrella. Well done. Okay, 0. That's a basic. You love to see it. Okay, 4 is completely solvable. 3, we know it has to be one side or the other here. Baby. I have no idea what I think. Yeah, maybe the crowns are just for like having the difficulty levels off or whatever. I don't have that information. I do have this information. 111 always has to be that all the way across. Okay, and then we have 2. Yeah, king. No, there's just difficulty levels that like all they do is they turn off. So right now the game tells you if you have information you can get out of these, like 1 and 3 for example. So it just tells you like it turns blue if it's solvable, and then it fades once it's crossed outable. I just left it on because I like it, honestly. It's just very fast. Yeah, because it's just 1. Yeah, because I'm only getting 1 out of 3. I don't know. I don't overthink it too much. I don't take Picross too serious, I guess. I just use it to unwind and relax. So. Ooh, Valve. From gaming. The first way I was introduced to Picross was like, they had some filler in the back of a magazine called, I believe it was Tips and Tricks. And it was a gaming magazine. Very cool stuff from Ty Tuesday. Cool as usual. But some of those were like huge. And I think those might have been like a different version of it or something. I don't remember how I first learned about Picross actually. I just did them. I remember I got like a book of them at something at some point and I just burned through them. Duck. But yeah, no, these things get huge too. Some people, there's like 3D Picross, there's like massive Picrosses and stuff. I'm just doing these small lads to warm up here. Gonna take the game as the game presents itself to me. Zero, you love to see it. Two, you love to see it. Clean.
My hamburger helper, I don't know what I might do. Hamburger, hamburger, hamburger.
Does that have to be right though? That does. Yeah, okay. Oh, I don't have any phones that make that chime noise. Oh no, thank you. That'd be terrible. Yeah, this apparently has some kind of Twitch integration. I might like try it at some point, just leave a puzzle running and like try and let Twitch chat solve puzzle. Oh, one of those two. Can't be that. Gotta be 4, it's gotta be 2, so it can't be there. 3, so it could be either direction off that. That row's done, that row's done. Has to be 4 long, so it can't be there, so it has to be just these 4. The same here. Completes that row, completes that row. 9, so it completes this row. Okay, it can be either of these spots for the 2. Nope, because it has to be here. And musical note. Yeah, this is here, so it can't be here. Exactly. Oh no, I've done plenty of Picross. No. This ain't my first Picross. This is the first one I've done that has quality of life features though, and I really like it. either 1, 2, space 1, 2. So it has to be these in both. Oh, nope. Four, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we need to complete a 4 here.
Hamburger helper, I don't know what I might do. Hamburger.
Yo!
Hello, Picto. Been a bit since I caught a live stream.
Oh, thank you for the resub. Yeah, the maybe markers are nice for counting, I find. Okay. So we're good there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that means this can't be anything. Which means one of these 3 have to be in there. Oh, and I've just finished this one now. That's there, which finishes this. Okay, looking for just a single 2, so neither of these are anything. Okay, it's 1 blank. 2, so one of these, and then 2. Wait, I screwed up something somewhere. It was that. The maybe hollow square is mostly just used for counting for overlaps. Oh yeah, 7 and 2 is a guaranteed thing because 7 plus 1 for the gap, 2, so that's 10 spaces total. There's only one way a 7-2 can be. This is 5 is a single chunk, so I know this has to be filled in. Oh, and this is 2 and 2, so I know both of those have to be filled in. That's just a 3, so that's just done now. Look, we're making a key. Okay, 2, 2, 2. 4, meaning one of these has to be filled in. 5, so just this entire back half. 1, 1, 3, probably 4 and 5. There we go. All right. Ooh, I just cracked my knuckles a little bit. Oh, jeez. Puzzling so intense, team. Have y'all ever played a Picross before? What are your favorite chill puzzles? And have there been any good modernized versions of them? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, haha. Picross is famous Tyzilla.
Yo, what up, Manybot? Yo, Picross is this shit. Alright, and 1, 7, so that's that. 8, so that's just the whole dang thing. 5, so it has to just be one shot out from there. Whoops, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, these are done. These are done. This is done. This is done. This needs to be a big 6. And then 1. Finish that one. So that row's done. That row's done. We need some kind of 2. Yeah, Medibot, same. Picross is my favorite unwind puzzle game. My favorite, like, chill forever game. Picross 3D on Steam? How is that? Is the one on Steam good? That sounds solid. Oh, nice. That's amazing. You can just click and drag across and it won't fill in the ones that have X's. That's so smart. Okay, so we know 1 blank 6. And the only way we can make 6 is like that. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. 5 space 1 space 6. Close it. 5 space still open on that one. Ooh, we do have a 1 1 1 finishing this row out. 1 space 6. Close it up. Folks, it's that. You love to see it. It's that. Grass? Herbs. Folks? Like everyone just, huh? What? All right, 10, beautiful, 10, beautiful, 0, amazing. 6 means one of these two has to be filled in. Because again, let me explain this again, because this is something I know a lot of people struggle with when they first start trying to do this kind of puzzle. So imagine we did 6 from this side. It would be all of these, right? So we then could do the same thing starting from here. You know, that's 6. And then from here, that's 6. You know, so on and so forth. But the thing is, the only positions that end up mattering are the ones that have the least overlapping, which is all the way to the left, all the way to the right. So when you consider both of them, you see like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, okay, 5, 6. Those ones always, those are in both. So you can always fill that in. That's guaranteed. And that's why it was saying I had information I could glean from this row. So now we have 4, which obviously means this. Clean out the rest of that row. Pretty nice, pretty nice. 2, so there's got to be a blank on both sides of that. 2 and then 5, which means this can't be anything, because then that would make this a 3 brick, which we don't have. So we got a 2. And then is this just 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess it doesn't matter either way, right? Can only go one direction. So there's that all nice and clean. And again, we know our first one's a 3, so has to be here. And then can be either direction on this 2. This is all one piece, so that means that's out of there. That can't be anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's clean. 3, done. 2, because we need a 2, and then another 2. Beautiful. 3, complete. And again, we have a 2 that could be either here or here. So we're gonna fill in this middle one. Let's see, 2, so this needs a gap on either side of it. and 2. So right there. You love to see it. And then this could be either direction for that 2. And then again, either direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this row. Okay. Oh, beautiful. 2, 2. Those are finished. That needs to be a 2, and a 1. Folks. 3 and 2, folks. And we need a 2, a space, and a 1. One more here. Oh, it's like a weird beetle. Yeah, a weird beetle. Yeah, I don't like doing implied symmetry because especially, I know this game in particular later on does, what am I trying to think of here, the word for it? They do like mosaics later on, so it'll do like you solve a bunch of small puzzles that it puts together into a bigger one. So you can't rely on that, you have to use the numbers as they lie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, so then either direction could be the 5th. First one needs to be a 2. Spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Space 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Space 1, 2. 3. Space it. And then, we know that. Oh, and then that has to be 2, so that closes that out. Oh, right. 2 and 7 is just a full solved row. Oh, and this 7 and 1 is as well. Okay. So yeah, 7, 1, 7, 1. You love to see it. And yeah, I just kind of bounce around with these. I don't like overthinking them too much. It's happy, folks. But yeah, if you've never tried a Picross game, I really do recommend them. Oh yeah, there's only one way for this to be solved now. Nice. Oh yeah, I guess we have the sides closed off, then we know the 6 has to be all this way, yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess this first 3 just has to be like that. Yeah, I guess that's filled in no matter what. So I could do 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, and either of those are legal, but both of those have this. Oh, and then 3, so that just has to be filled in up there. That's 8, so it has to go the whole way. Oh, and that's just another 2, 2, 2. Word. Oop. Target, baby. I have no idea if this has open-ended ones. I don't know. They haven't said it, but I don't know. Yeah. There we go. Oh, and this needs to be 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1. We can put that in the middle there. Close off that 4. Close off that 4. 3, 3. Close it. 3, 3. Close it. Only a 2. Can't be that. Has to be there. This row is done. This row is done. Row's also done. 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 Could be anywhere. Oh! Thank you for the resub. Okay. Same thing there. Well, we need a 5, so has to just be that. Block it off. 2. Block it off. And then it's either 1 this way or 1 this way, so it can't be anything here. 2, block it off. 3, block it off. And then 3, block off the rest. That column's done. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3 all the way out here, so that can't be anything. And this has to be filled in. Oh, that row's just done. That has to be the 2. That has to be filled in. That's done. Well, the first mark is 3, so it can't be here. Which means this 6 has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. 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 Great information there. This 3 just has to be this. 2 and 3. That's also done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That row is complete. We got our 3. 2. Yeah, because it can be 1, 2, or from the other side 1, 2. So yeah, this one does have to be filled in. That's complete. That's finished. This is just a 2, so it has to be 1, 2 straight down. 2. Done. 1. All right. Yeah, I didn't mind Pokemon Picross. I also just spent the like 20 something bucks or whatever it was to just unlock the game right from the word go, because I was like, oh, it's doing some weird free to play shit. Yeah, whatever. No, I'm not gonna engage with this at all. No thanks. So I just got it. It was all right. It was an okay one. It was nothing amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, so there has to be a gap on either side. Just a 2 here, so the rest of this is blocked out. Another 8. Five, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8. Okay. Then again, can block off either side of it. Can block off either side of it there. 2. Block off all that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. 1, 1, 1. Knock off all those verticals. One, 2, 3, space 1, 2, 3. Or I guess, yeah, you can only shift this over one position because it's either this way or it could be this way. Or it could be this way. So which one always is in there? 1, 2. Base. There's like a symmetrical piece that's got to be in there on all of them, I think, right? Because 1, 2, 3, space, big old space, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need to mark this too. There we go. Oh, wait. I think I have an easier clue to work with here. Because I have 1 blank 2, 5. So that's 8 squares with 2, a space, and 5. So yeah, there's only one solution here. Word. Considerably easier than what I was trying to solve. I was doing some big brain stuff. I needed to be doing little pea brain stuff. Then yeah, that has to be there, which completes those rows. Which then means that and that. 1. Oh. Sorry, I started putting stuff down. That was irresponsible of me. 5, 6, 7, 8. Mark 8. There we go. I just started kind of looking away for a second. It's easy to zone out when you get so zen with these games. Does this one have controller support? I think it does. Yeah. It just feels really good on a mouse and keyboard. So like, I recommend that. It was the bin. It's the garbage. Yay. Everyone look, it's your favorite. The garbage. Beloved hero of the people, the trash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, so it's 7 in 8 spaces, so there has to be that much overlap at least. Yeah, I don't know what other information I can get from this. This 1, 5, because it could be 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or, oh, I guess this is always filled in, isn't it? Yeah, no matter what, that's always filled in. Okay, that's what it wanted me to get. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way, those are filled in. And 1 space 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't count. Never mind. Oh no. Ignore me. Wait. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was right. Why am I psyching myself out so bad? I'm dumb.
Has it really almost been 3 years? Heck.
Yo, thanks for the resub. If it's 2, then it has to be something like that. Has to be either side of that. I guess it can't be here. That's something. Yeah, because then it needs to be 3, so it can't be either of these. And yeah, this one needs to be 3 running, so it needs to be something like this. Which means this has to be filled in. Thank you for the Twitch RPG bits. I appreciate them. Okay, if this is 2 and 5, yeah, the split has to be here, right? Because there's no way to get another chunk, so it has to be. Because yeah, if it's here, then that makes this all 5, and then the 2 can't be up there, so it has to be 2, and then 5. Mark both of them bad boys off. This has to be the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it could be 5 or 5. It just means it can't be that. Oh, 3. Nice. If it's 3, these 2 have to be filled in. Oh, is that just 7? That is. That's just 7. 7. You love to see it. 1. That row's dead. I guess 1 and 5 can only happen this way at this point. Yeah, the 1 has to be up here. There's that row out. Yeah, 1 and 3 has to be this. That's the 5, which closes that. Oh, it's website from games. A09. Yep. Wait, let me get this right. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's those can be implied. And we have 1 here, so we can mark these off. There needs to be a gap. 5 is our first size here, so it has to be that. We have a break after our 1, break after 1, break after 1, break after the 1. 1, 2, 1. We only have spots for that. That row is done. This is all just one big chunk, so has to be filled in here. 1, 2, 5. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up or 6 down. Either way, these are nothing. Okay, so we have either 3, 1 or 3, 1 over here. Either way, these two are donezo for sure. For sure, for sure. And if we do this, or I'm sorry, this, for example, as opposed to 1 space 1, 2, 3, I think those are filled in no matter what. Yeah, there's no way to get around those being filled in. And again, this row is all 1s. Oh, this one bottoms on a 3, but this one's 1s, so it can be blocked on either side. Pair of 3s, so those have to be filled in and those have to be filled in. Bottom thing here is 3 from this vertical, so we can mark that off as well. And yeah, with this, I mean, the only way to do it is this. That's the only pattern left for 2, 3, 1. Oh, 5 and 3. Okay. That marks that. One space 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, there's actually only one pattern here. Cool. That row's done, which means this row is now done. That has to be there, because that's 7. And this was marked off, this was marked off, right? So there's only 7 spaces in one big contiguous space there. Oh, 5 and 1, so that's solved, because we have our 1 over here, and we had both ends. Put it together, dummy. Just put it together, dummy. And this can be... It's 7, but it needs to be contiguous. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah. Yeah. And then we already have our 1, 1, 3. We have our 1, 1, 1. That's 1, 1, 1. Again. 1, 2, 1, 1. What am I missing? 3, 3. There it is. Hey! Oh, a covered wagon. Or a lunar lander. Or a dump truck. You know, all of these. Yeah, I just never noticed the 0 in the first column. Like I said, I just am doing them chill style. I'm not optimizing or nothing. I don't believe in optimization. Not right now, not in Picross. is 1 space 1 space 1. Yeah, that fills it. Okay. Dope. Oh no. Yeah, 1 space 1 space 1. Hey, you love to see it. That row's done. That's the 2, so that's marked off, which means there's a space. Yeah, this can't be another 1 because it's 1 2 1, and we have a 1 here and a 2 here, so that means the 1 has to be up in these. And again, if we think about the 2 2 here, the first 2 needs to be up here and the second one needs to be down here because there's no way to put 2 a space and then another 2, right? Because you run into this X. So that means this bottom one has to contain one of the pair of 2s. So it either has to be 2 like this or 2 like this. So like they superposition over each other and this one is always lit up. So we're gonna light it up. And that completes this row, actually. So this marks all that off, which is nice. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Either way, this guy's lit up. Mark off because we have a 1, and then 4, 1, 1. Only one way to complete it. Just filling in some 1s that only have 1 place to live. And another case of superposition 2 in 3 spaces. 4 and 1 again. We have a brick of 4 we need filled in, and we have 3 with its back against a wall, so only one way for that to be. And then we have a 1 to fill in. 4, 1, and another 1. And that completes this vertical. This column, if you will. Oh, it's a tire. At chat's behest, I will look for 10s and 0s. Okay, I have finished looking for 10s and 0s. Alright, let's superposition some 6s here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the left. So we count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get that much overlap now. We can do that for our other 6 up here as well. And we know our first number up top needs to be a 1, so this can't be it, right? Because then that would make it a 2. And we also can close off the other side of the 1. Same thing goes for the bottom. We have some symmetry down here as well. We have 2 blank 2 blank 2. Only one way for that to work here, so plop it in. And again, we have 1, 2, 1. That means we have a superpositioned 2 in here, where it can be either here or here. Same thing for the other side. Okay, we have some negative information here, which is good. We have 4 in this middle column here, or middle row, sorry. And we know it's only 5, so it can only either be this little end cap here or this little end cap here, but neither of these spaces can be anything, so we can mark those off, which is always useful information. And yeah, just by marking enough off now we know this has to be here and here, because it's 1, 2, 1, and again, only spaces left. That gives us similar information for this second row of 5. Oh, we have a complete row down here. Oh, and another 2 blank 2 blank 2. No, this is the 1 at the bottom. And the 2 at the top. Oh, this whole row is complete as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then same from the other side. So that means that's got to be filled in. Oh, and 2 space 2. Can't be a 2 over here. So got to be right here. Beautiful. Finishes that one off. 4 space. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one just needs to be closed. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All in a row. 2. And all we have left is this 2 here. And this guy right here. Oh, big money sign. Dollar. Yeah, tire from the hit movie Rubber. 0, 0, big zeros. All right, and first thing here needs to be 2. That's empty. First thing needs to be 2, 4, 2, 2, 4, 5. So can't be in any of those slots. Won't fit, dang it. It just won't dang fit. So our options here, because we have an interesting superposition kind of setup thing here where we have either 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's as close to the top as we can shove it, right? And then on the opposite end we have, and I'll place it in the column next to it just so it's a little easier to visualize, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, or it could still be, you know, down here basically. But there are some pieces that are going to be guaranteed regardless. And it's this cluster right here in the middle. So no matter what with 1, 5, 1, these are going to be filled in. Because we either do 1 and 5, or we could do 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way. And same thing here with this 5. Because this part, the top is blocked off, but it's the same functionally. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Oh, is 2, 6 just... Oh yeah, because 2 plus the gap plus 6. So that's 9 total and we removed 1. So there's only one way for that to work. If you remember to add the space between the numbers as +1, you can really quickly figure out if something is just solvable on the spot or not. Okay, so it could either be all the way down to here, or it could be going up from here, but either way, that's filled in, and this can't be anything. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is nothing. Oops, sorry. That's nothing. This has to be the 3 chunk, because we can't get 2 and then also a 3 back here. So this needs to be the 3 chunk. which means it's either 3 this way or 3 this way. That's nothing. Guaranteed. This back chunk has to be this 3 from up here, so we'll fill that in. Oh, nice, and we have a 4 and nothing else with its back against the wall here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Block out the rest. We have a 1 on bottom, and then a 2 with its back against the wall. Beautiful. Fill the rest of that in. We have 5 right here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Block it off. Beautiful. Same thing here, except this completes the whole dang column. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Either way, you're full. And that's a 3. Block it off. So this has to be 1, 2, or 1, 2. That's filled in either way. Only one number in this column, and it's 2. And we've got a 1 with it's back against the wall there, so we can just fill that in. Fills up this column as well. Good stuff. And we have 2, 1, and we have a 2, a 1, and a 1. So this has to be 2, for sure. Certainly. This has to be the 1 on the bottom, so we can mark off both sides. Pretty free. That is 2 and 3. That row's done. So that makes this column done as well. Column's also done. Then we have 1 needed here and 1 needed here. I believe. Oh wait, nope. Did I do that backwards? Oh, it was up there. I'm dumb. Sorry, my bad. Yo, and thank you, Kunster, for the art. I'll make sure to go ahead and chill and retweet all that. Whoop. All right. 10, 9, 8, 6. This is actually useful. This kind of explains how you can, like 10 you can fill all the way in, 9 you could almost fill in, 8 a little less, 7 would be, you know, 1 less than that, so on and so forth. And that's done already, that's done already, that's done already. Beautiful. Means this has to be the 3 chunk. Oh, we have a 9 here as well, so we're done there. Amazing. 8, so it's got to be on either side there. So that was, I was just checking what the maximum size could be. Like, we know these two, so if it was 4 here, it would go all the way here. If it was 4 the other way, it'd go all the way here. So nothing else can be real. So I just checked those off, if that makes sense. One space 1. Oh yeah, I only have enough room to do that one way now. Nice. You love to see it. And then that has to be the 1 on its own for sure. Same on this. Same on that. And same on that. And then we have a 1 and a 1. Beautiful. Already closed those off too. 1 and a 1 again. Only thing by themselves. These are all 1 chunk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can block that off. And this one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dunzo. Oh, nice. And then we have 2 and 3. So this 2 can't fit in here. This 3 can't fit in here. This 2 can fit here, and this 3 can fit here, though. And then we have to close this up for the 4. Close this up for the 6. That finishes that. 3, 4, 4. Ooh, baby's carriage. Do you play a lot of Picross? I play like a reasonable amount. It's one of those games that I just play once in a while, like maybe like, I don't know, a couple times a year or something. Not like a ton. The main puzzle game I play is Puzzles and Dragons. I'll just chill out and play that in bed for a couple hours at a time, you know? When I really need to like zone out hard. Not usually a couple hours, just like 20 minutes, but yeah. Usually that more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two, okay, so 7 means that. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 could be on either side. Ah, yes, a pram. But of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it could go the other way and go 1 here and then 5 this way. But in either of those instances, these two are filled in. Same goes for this 1 and 5. And then we have a 4 that's back against the wall. We can close off. Same with that. These 8s are done. Pixel puzzles on the phone is pretty good. Nice. Oh yeah, and then that's a 1 and a 2. Oh, 1 and 4. That's 4. Beautiful. 4. Again, filled that in. Oh, it's some kind of cat. I wonder what kind of cat it is. Wow. The blue versus white numbers are explaining if there's information to be gleaned from that column. So like the game right now is telling me there is stuff you can use to like, you can solve something in here is what blue means. So in this case, in this row of 9, it's telling me you can use this 9 to solve stuff. So in this case, like, I can solve that. So as soon as I do that, the 9 turns back to white because I've got all the information I can from this row. Because again, if you think about it this way, 9 could either be like this, because it's 10 long. So either 9 is either this, or 9 could be this. Those are the only 2 possibilities of 9. And in either case, this entire middle section's filled in. That's what they're telling me, basically. It's nice, and you can turn that stuff off too, but like, since again, I'm just big chillin', you know? Why would I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, so like here, for example, the reason it's faded is because this row is like solved. That number's done, that number's filled in, but it's still blue because I need to make sure I mark off that this can't be anything. That's so crucial. That's such pertinent information. And again, here we have 4 and that. And then this is still blue because we know 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 3 have to be filled in. And that's all the information we can get from this column. So that's all that's saying. That's what those are. They're helpful. They're nice. For sure. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's filled in either way. Our first number needs to be a 5, so this is gonna need to be one connected chunk, no two ways about it. And since it has to be a 5, we can get that one too. One, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that has to be filled. And then from this column, 2, 2. And it could be either direction, but it's not that. So we know this has to be here. Great stuff. I think that's the only way that can be done, right? Because 2, yeah, 2 plus 2 plus 4, that's 8, plus 2 spaces, that's 10, yeah. So it has to be 1, 2, space, 1, 2, space, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the only way that fits. Oh, and 2 and 6 is already solved because we have enough of it out of the way. So it has to be 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 3, close that. 9, it has to be this direction now. 5, so it has to be filled in. And it can't be this piece hanging out up here in space. The first one needs to be 2, so it can't fit in here. So it needs to be 2 and 3. Close that row out. Close that column out and row out. This is the game's music, by the way. Yeah, this isn't Thai, for the record. The game knows what it's trying to do. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This one's just done. It's also just done. This one's also just done. Okay. That one's done. This one's also done. 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 It's a swan. Hey, Machine Marauders, thank you for gifting out a bunch of subs. And congratulations to Leocrone, the Sprankton, Porsap Advocate, Baloney Amputation, and Grand Cheater for the subs. Yo, thank you for supporting the hype train and my ability to, like, eat and live and stuff. It means a lot. I appreciate it a good deal. Okay, so we're wrapped up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has to be either direction from there, but that can't be anything. You gotta love it, folks. 2 blank 1 blank 1. Ooh, does this get weird? Okay, well, I know there's a gap on either side of this. Okay, it could be either 1, 1 or 1, 1 or 1, 1, but or we can't get 1, like the 1, 1 has to be on this side, which means this side has to contain 2, 1 in some form. And it's either this way or that way, but either way that's filled in. So that's that row. I mean, this 2, 2 only fits if it's 2, 2, 1, and then another 1 somewhere out here. So 2, 2, 1, and then either of these could be the last one. And then this has to be all ones, so we know they're locked into A position. Oh, this is a 3. You love to see it. You love to see 3. That means we know that's the 2 for this row. Okay, so that means 2, 1 has to be contained down here, which means that is filled in either way. And if the first thing is 2, it needs to specifically be this, right? Yeah, because if you tried to put 2 here, then it would run into this. And if you try and put 2 here, it would run into this. So the only way to get 2 on its own is right here, which lets us get a 2 and a 1 knocked out. And then we have 1, 2, which can only fit in that way. There's no other way to get it in there. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get that in. Beautiful. And then this is 2, which can either be 2 up or 2 down. But either way, those are all locked out. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4 up. That's still locked out regardless. And it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, you know. So either way, that's going to be filled. Oh, nice, yeah, because that has to be on its own. Well, this can't be anything because it's just a 3 on its own, which could be 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Can't be that, must include this. That's a 1. 1, and then that could be either direction. This 3 has to be up here, so that's good. That's helpful. Finishes this row out. We have a blank 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You love to see it, folks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, or the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those middle ones have to be filled in. We have a 3 on bottom here, so we'll just fill those in. We have a 1, so we'll block it. This row requires only a 4. Beautiful. Oh, this has just a 3, and we have two spaces just hanging out. Turn them into a 3, baby. You love to see it. Which lets us mark out the rest of this row. Yup. Beautiful. It's algae, folks. You love algae. Seaweed. Yeah. And 8. Okay, yeah. Cool. And then again, we only need a singular block of 5, so chunk those bad boys together. See, we're already schmoving. Look at that. Wow. And then it has to just be 2, so it can either be 2 this direction or 2 this direction. Either way, those are all nothing. And then another 5 that we can glue together. Oh, and oddly enough, we have a 1-1, but we only have 3 spaces, so that's actually a really good fill in here. Block off that 2. Block off this whole column. 2. And then we have 4 and 1, so we have our 1 at the top here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. 2. Block. 1. 8.
Puzzles and drawings.
Folks, you gotta love it. It's a mailbox. And thank you for the resub, Uncle Butts. You gotta love it. Oh, that's 3. And that's 1. Hey! So we know this has to be one of the ones. Because the 2 is at the bottom. 1, 2, or... yeah, 1, 2. So that's filled in. Well, for this to be a 2 and then a 1 and not a 3, it literally has to just be 2 and then 1. There's no other way for it to be that way. And then we could either have 1, 2, 3, 4, or from the other direction, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are both filled in regardless. And then we have a 1 and then 2 here. So this has to be the 2. That blocks that off as our 2 for this this here column. 1, 2, 3, 4, or from the other direction, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's good. We know our last number to the right for this third row needs to be a 2. So 2, beautiful. That finishes this column. One, 4. So this could either be this way, or it could be this way. Either way, both of those are filled in. This could be 1 and 4, 1 and 4, or 1 and 4, yeah. Then this only has 1s. This completes this row. The 4 has to either be up or down. That's filled in either way. That's a 2. We got a 1 up here, guaranteed. 3. So it's either 3 this way or 3 that way. Was that a lamp? A cool desk lamp? Bedside lamp. Amazing. Pen. Yeah, I guess the thing here is since it's 7 and 1, that's 9 total, right? Because it's 7 plus 1, which is 8, plus the space between them. So you can only shift it over by 1. So it's either 7 and 1 like this, or 7 and 1 like that, or, you know, with like a bigger space. Either way, though, there's still a lot of overlap. Because optimal to the left is like this, and optimal to the right is right space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I think that's right. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1 in either, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, that has to be filled in either way. What am I not piecing together? Well, I guess one crucial thing here. Let's start with the easy stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's filled in either way, which means that's 3. Block that off. We finished. No, we haven't finished that row yet. Well, I guess we can solve this then, right? Because if we attach this, then it's 4, so the gap has to be here. Because we can't combine these. We have 1 and then 1, 2 with a break. So it just has to be that. Like, there's no other way, because if I put it here, then it's 2 and then something. If I put something here, it's that. If I put it here, then it's something in 4. So it just has to be 1, break, 3. Yeah. Which means this could be 3 this direction or 3 this direction. Can't be that though. And I guess if it's 5, it needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then has to be that way. Like there's no other way for it to be, because if it does, yeah, just has to be that. Yeah, 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 chat, yeah. You know, as you do. Cherries. Yo, thank you for the resub. Cormorants. The puzzle is fruits.
Speaking of numbers 25.
What a good number. I appreciate it. Oh, wrong button. So I guess in either case, right? Like, even if I'm trying to avoid the other stuff as much as possible, they're still gonna overlap at these three. Right? Like, I'm lining that up right in my brain. Because 1 and then 6. And we know that middle line. Sorry. Ugh. So, like, it has to be these three filled in. That means this is a 2, which means there's nothing to the left of it. This has to be a 3, so it could be either direction, but there's definitely nothing to the left of it. We have a 2 with nothing to the left of it. Alright, so there's no way to get 1, 1, 2, so we know this has to be one of these 2 1s up here. Because if we try to fit and make this the 2, then like 1 space 2, no, it's blocked off. So this has to be one of the 1s. And that means a 2 has to be in here. So it's either this way or this way. And either way, that's filled in. This is a 4, not gonna fit in this 2 slot down here for sure. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, or from the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can fill in these 3. Beautiful. This only has 2s, so we know that's there. This can be 2 this direction or 2 this direction, but it sure as shit can't be this, and it can't be down here. We know that much. We have a number with its back against the wall, so we'll go ahead and fix that, close it off. Beautiful, and that gives us access to another 2 over here. Closes this row off. We know there can't be a 4 in there, that won't fit there. Completes this. Finishes this 8, because it puts its back against a, a closed off thing there. Then 1, 2, 3, block it off from the right. And again, same thing. We can't fit a, well, no, we could do 1, 1 and then have this be the 2. So not sure actually. 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, but it can't be either on that side. So it can't be here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that superposition there. That gets us the 6, which is nice. Which means this can't be here because there's no room for a 2. This is a 1 and a 6, so that has to be 6 now. So it can't be here. This 4 won't fit over here, so we can block that off. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So use that superposition of this 4 to get over that. And then this row is done. Or this column is done. This column is done. We know that's a 1, so we can block that off. And then we have that can't be there, which means this 1 has to be here. Finishing that row. We have a 2 that can either be here or here. Fill that one in. We have a single number here, which is 4. Closes that out nice. 3 and then 1, so get that 3 filled in, which fills in that column. These 2s can either go to the left or to the right, but they'll never be these, so we can close that off. Which lets us do 1, 3, and then that 1 is either side. It's that, because the 4. Because of that 4, we know. We know. We know. Oh, these guys are donezo. So 2, 1, 2. Oh, it's a mushroom? Kind of cap? Some kind of mushroom cap? Ah, it's a mushroom. They highlight blue if you can solve information. I've explained it a couple times. I can run through it again. It's so like, for example, this 111 in this entire row from left to right is useless. I can't solve anything from that. The 8 is highlighting because I can guarantee some numbers are filled in because the 8. Because we either go, remember this whole thing is 10 long, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that. Or if we moved it all the way the other way, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you take both of those and overlap them, I'll just stack them on top of each other like this. You can see in both cases, these middle ones here are going to be filled in no matter what. Because the other situation, you could, just for the sake of pedantics, you could put 8 like this. But again, in all 3 cases, these middle guys are all lit up. So we're going to go ahead and fill those in. And then it stops being blue because that's the thing we could guarantee with the information we had. It's neat. And you can turn that off too if you're like the kind of person who's like, oh, I like doing that part on my own. There's a setting for it. I just like it because it makes it more chill and breezy. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so that has to be filled in. Oop. And then yeah, 1 then 3, so that has to be the 3. So we can block that off. We can block off both sides of that 1. Yeah, it's neat. This is a really good Picross one. There's a lot of workshop content. I haven't looked at it personally, but that was mentioned as a thing, and it's on the main menu. Yep, 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so this has to be part of the 5 then. Because it needs to be a 1, a 5, and then a 1. And so we have our 1 at the bottom, so we need in these total spaces to get a 5 and a 1, and we know this is filled in. So it can either be 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or no, because then that would be 2 and something. It would need to be 1 and then space 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there's only one way for this to show up. Any other way would be illegal. And then I know this isn't the 2, so we can block those off. And on the right here again, 1, 1, 1, so we can just block all those 1s off. Okay. So now we have a 5 in these 6 spaces, which means we either have 5 this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or from the top down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way, these middle 4 always going to be full. And that actually finishes this row, this row, and this row. Quite nice. Hell yeah, dude. It's boots. Famed item of the garden. Boots. And after I finish this one, let me back up and we'll look at some of the other puzzle stuff as well. Because there is more than just this mode. I'm just very much doing mostly this mode. Because I just kind of wanted to do some Picross. If only to remind people, hey, there's Picross in the world and it's great. You should check it out. Hey everybody, you heard about this Picross stuff? It's wild. Oh, and then that's a 3 right there. Beautiful. Oh, 1, 2, 2. I should really be doing the same stuff from the bottom. Like, a lot of times if I get stuff marked along the bottom, I'll like immediately pull it up. Go outside. Any idea how this fares compared to Picross as on the Switch? No idea. No idea. That's all clean. Dunzo, baby. Well, I mean, if it's 311, there's only one way for that to fit in right now. Those have to be attached. Means can't be anything out here. 3 won't fit in that. 3 won't fit in that. The 8 has to be on either side. The 3 is superpositioned in here. That finishes that row out. Blocks that 1 off. Well, we have a 1, so this has to be a 3, so it has to be 3 like that. And then we can superposition the other 3 in there. Yeah, it's really important to mark off what you don't have on top of what you have. Knowing stuff can't be places is just as important as knowing it is a place. Oh, it's a scuba diver. Scuba man. Scuba man. So there's classics. Well, first of all, yeah, let's go out here. So there's workshop, which I'm sure is just a lot of puzzles. Oh, wow, yeah. Oh my. Okay. So it seems like there's a lot of those if you want that or want to make it. The mosaics are one thing I was talking about earlier, where it's like you solve some little puzzles and in exchange get big puzzle. So these are like, you have to put a bunch of them together. You do a bunch of these and then they assemble one big picture. Okay, so we only have the room to superposition this one. And all it would do is shift these all over, so all the ones would whiff, but this would still overlap, because it'd still be 1, 2, 3, I think. And then 1, space 1, space 1, yeah. And that's that done. That's that whole column done. That's done. 3, column done. Beautiful. 1, and then 5, 1. I gotta break that off. 3, beautiful. 1. 4, 1. Okay, cool. That was a pretty good start. We start with a 3, so that has to be there. Oh, that's that whole row. 2. This one's weird because I think it's just, it could be the 3 this way or the 3 this way, but it still gives me this one either way, which gives me 2 and 5, finishes that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and that puts that 3 there. Cool. And then 1, and then it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Well, then this 1, 3 has to be like that. Yeah, the only way they'd make 5 is like that, which finishes this as well. Yeah, this game is very much a hang out and just chill, zone out. It's chill for like this as well. Like if you just stare at one of these, do them for a bit. If you've never enjoyed Picross, there's plenty of free Picross apps and games and stuff. You can also find them as books at your local library sometimes. I won't force you to go, but they have them there. Honest to goodness. I swear, they have them. Books, check them out. Four. Oh, that's a 3, so that's good. So that means 9 is this way. 5, block it. 4 has to be that way. That closes this all off. Only that way. Dunzo. Needs a 4, needs a 1. Oh, yo, what up, Dusky? Yeah, I've ran through it a couple times, but if you've never checked out Picross, it's pretty zen, it's pretty chill. So like, I guess I can explain again, no reason not to, right? So like, they just give you the number of how stuff's gonna be filled in. So this one's 10 on the left, so that means all 10 filled in, baby. Just slap that shit full. You got it. Hell yeah, love to see it. 0, none of it. Get out of here. Get out of here, both of you, dunzo. And you do it horizontally and vertically. Another 10 here, for example. Bazinga, love it. The thing is, though, you get these like 6, 3, and that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, space 1, 2, 3. That only fits in one way, conveniently. But yeah, so you have to fit them in the pieces the game gives you. But then you get some like this one right now, it's 1, and it could be, you know, just 1 right here, or 1 right here, 1 right here, you know, we have no way to know. So you have to like solve and work towards it. So like 7, and then 2, and then we know this isn't filled in. And in these puzzles, it's just as important to mark what you know is illegal as it is to do what's legal. So games like this as well, or lines like this one's 9, for example, and it could either be 9 across like this, or it could also be 9 across like this. The thing is though, no matter which way it is, in both of those possibilities, all these middle guys are filled in. So you can just go ahead and fill those in because you guarantee no matter what, those are going to be full. We know we have a 5 and a 1 here, for example. So we can't do a 3 and a 1, obviously. So we'll just fill that in, make that a 5. And then we know there has to be a space after these 5s, so we can mark that. Same with this 1 space, 3 space. And hey, 1 1, and that's all we have, so beautiful. And this row only had a 1 in it. We can go ahead and knock that out. This 9 is done, so we can knock that out. This row is cooked. This row is cooked. We got a 6 here, but it can only be this, right? 'Cause it's got a back against the wall. Fill it in. Yo, thank you for the very exciting host, Ilian. I am wicked chilling on some Picross. I was just running through how it works again. But yeah, hey everybody from Ilian's Raid. I hope you were playing something very exciting that really got your adrenaline up, because we're going to bring you back down. Because I'm windmill slamming Picross, motherfuckers. Here we go, baby. 8. Space it. 1. Beautiful. 1. 1. You love to see it. 3. Space. You love to see it. 0. Get that shit out of here. 8. Beautiful. 3. 3. 5. That's the 3 of the wild. 4. The 3 of the north. Amazing. Okay, that row's donezo. That row is also donezo. Fully cooked. We have a 3 and a 2 in this row, so we know these floating boys out here ain't gonna be nothing, so we can check those out. We need a 3 and a 3. That only fits one way. Row's cooked. Row's cooked. Okay, we know a 1 has to be down here. That closes this off. That 4 isn't gonna reach over here somehow. The 8 has to be this way. And what else we got? We need a 1, and a 2. So I'm like windmill slamming through just a pack of these bad boys. We're doing a mosaic. Let's see, how far are we into this mosaic? Oh, wow. This is PICTOPIX, or PICTOPIX. PICTOPIX. It's on Steam. I don't remember when I got it or whatever. It was probably on sale. I just like Picross a lot. They're nice once in a while. There's also little challenges, little time trials if that's what you're into. Mosaics. Then there's the hashtag classic puzzles. And then also this one does go up to some pretty big mama jamas, which I will say, oh, thank God they actually make me unlock them. Once you start getting into the 30 by 30s and 40 by 40s, my brain just starts melting and I'm like, I'm too small brain for this, friend. I'm way too stupid for this. You clearly think I'm someone smarter than I am. Joke's on you, dummy. All right, 7 and 1 can only be transposed over to the right 1 space, because it can either be 7 and 1 this way, or 7 and 1 that way. Yeah. Or it could be, you know, split up however you want. But either way, all of these are going to be filled in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think those have to be filled in either way. I don't think there's a way to get 7-1 without those being filled in. That finishes this entire column. This is made of nothing but 1, so we can block off the other side. This requires a 5. That's not going to fit in this side. This is a single 4, so that's all out of here. These are all 2s, which means these can also just be chunked off, which is nice. You'll have to chunk one off, folks. And then 1, 1. So we know that's there. Probably same condition here, right? Yeah, and then just 5. We're donezo. In this case, we have this 5 here, so we know we can superposition them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in either case, them's is going to be filled, which closes this off. And we have a 4 in here, so these 3 are going to be filled in. That finishes off these rows, which is actually really nice. That closes off a ton of area. Let's see. Oh, we have a 2 and a 3, so that's there. And then we have a pair of 2s, but both of these can be kind of superpositioned, right? They can either be 2 this way or 2 this way, and it's the same over here. So we can fill both of those in. That finishes that entire column. Beautiful. This 2 can either go up or it can go down, but it's not going to be in either of these. Oh, that 7 is just only one way. Folks, you love to see it. I guess the 1 has to be there. Oh, our first thing is a 4 and then a 1, so it has to be 4, 1. Beautiful. Oh, it's a fire flower from Mario. Just like I said, it's a fire flower from Mario. Is there another way to get 3, 1, 2 in here? I don't think so, right? Because it's 3 plus 1 plus 2, so that's 6. Plus 2 more for the gaps in between, so that's 8. And there's 2 spaces cut off on the ends. So yeah, okay, that only fits one way. Beautiful. These all need to be one big chunk, so fill those in. Oh, and this needs to be 7, and it's blocked off here, so that can only fit that way. Word. One, 2. Oh, I guess it can't be down here. Yeah, because it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Yeah, I guess there's only one way for 1 and then 5 to fit in because it can't be down here. So it has to be 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Is that 6 for this row or for this row? Yeah. Oh, very good. Oh, these are great shapes today. Hey everybody, great shapes today. I'm really proud of everyone. Brought a lot of great shapes together, I feel like, today. Oh, it's Oh, it's a thought bubble. Speech bubble. Shit. Damn. Folks. We're putting so many new shapes in the museum, everyone. The museum called and they're like, Ty, we're almost out of shapes. What are we gonna do? And I said, don't worry, everyone. I know someone. They've got bonus shapes. They'll bring them. Oh, I guess there's only one way for this to fit in, isn't there? For there to be a 2-1-1 with our current information. 1. Folks, you love to see it. And then if these are also ones, that means that side's blocked off. And again, same thing. Just fits right in. Beautiful. That's really good too, because that means we can't join these, because then they would become a 5, which isn't one of our numbers. Which means this has to be our 4, that has to be one of our 1s. So we can safely tack that onto the bottom. And then we have a 1 below and a 1 above, and yeah, we finished both of those columns out pretty clean. Okay. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And either way, that's going to be filled. Very cool. Let's block off that 1, block off that 1, block off that 1, and oh, we need a 3. That column is also cleared up. Oh, that's great. And then this has to go one way or the other. That has to go down there. What can I still work with? That has to be here because the 8, again, it either goes, you know, up or down. Which clears this guy out. You have to be there. Finishes that row out. Yup. Yup. Oh, is this like a weird trash can for me to live in? Trash can. Nicer. Slightly nicer trash can for Ty to live in. Oh, it's a beer glass. Oh, it's Tapper. From the game Tapper. Blast that 0 out real quick. I think you actually get it from 2-6. I think you get all of that. I think that's right. Because you can superposition it either way, and you're either superpositioning a 2 block and a 3 block space, which leaves 1. Yeah. Okay. And 1 space 1 2 space 1 2 3 4. Some of these get a little weird. Is there anything easier for me to work with? Oh, 1 and then 7. Which with 1 blocked off, yeah, it has to be 1 and then 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was working the horizontal, which made it way harder than it needed to be. Okay. And then this can be 4 like that. Or 4 like 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-huh. Well, this is making a very good case for this being our 2 in both cases here. And then the 3 has to be that. Yep. And then all we have left is 1s, so that can be blocked off. Yeah, there's no way for me to get enough space for a 2 and then 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't be here. Four, so that's 1, 4, that's done. Actually, 3 and 5 is only one solution, right? When you knock out one piece. Yeah. That's done. This first thing needs to be 3, so that's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Yeah, that's the only way for that to work. Then yeah, the 4 has to be here. That 1 can be in either spot. This whole column is cooked. That has to be the 3. Oh yeah, we can block off those 1s. Block that off because that's done. I guess those have to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are good. Yup, yup. 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 Very good. Just tremendous shapes today, team. Great work, everybody. Is everyone feeling nice and relaxed? I think it's easy to get too hyped going into a weekend. Sometimes you just need a slow one, and that's okay. You're worth it. Take a slow one now and again. Whoa. Sometimes I click the wrong thing. I apologize if I give anyone a small heart attack. If anyone's like panicking, just like, no, Ty, no, it's okay. I click bad sometimes. Well, it needs to be a 2 and a 1, so yeah, we can do a little superposition in there. That all needs to be one big chunk. There's a 0. I missed the 0. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, chat. I forgot the 0 again. I know I said I wouldn't, but I'm terribly stupid. It's a very difficult life. Just dumb as hell. 1, 2. Well, if our first thing has to be 4, it's got to be these boys all together, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't know what they want me to clue out from that 7 right now. Huh. Well, we have 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know. Oh. See, sometimes I click bad. Like I said. This back one needs to be 4. That's 3, so it's just closed off. Which is really good, because then that means that's a 4. So we can close this entire row. You're done. 2, 2, 1. Yep, 1, 4. Beautiful. 4, 1. You love to see it. Oh, it's oh, it's an apple. Sure. Well, then I guess we can assume this has to be the 5, which means the 2 has to be here. Yeah. It's a good row solve, baby. Joke's on you, I can't count. I almost just left one blank as a joke. The joke being I'm a dingus. Alright, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 5. Oh, it's some kind of baby chick. Baby chick. This one was a tough one to find where to start on it. Well, then that means this has to be the space, right? Which means those, yeah, that's one. And that has to be two. Hey, that means everything out here is nothing. Okay, we got some work going now. A little more space to work with, a little more room. Okay, so it has to be either 3 or 3. That's there. No, that's nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. This 2 is either here or here. So that's there. I think that means this has to be. Well, no. Because it could be 3 and then this is just 1. Or 3, this is just 1. Or 3. Well, I guess it couldn't be there. Yeah, the 3 has to be first, so it can't be here. Yeah, actually, both of these are now illegal, I think. Yeah. Okay, so it can be either way though here, right? No. Wait. Oh, I fucked something up. Hold up. How restart puzzle? Restart puzzle. I did a bad one. This is the game's music. So this either has to be the end of 3 or it has to be one of the ones. So either way, that's actually blocked off. That's the piece of information they wanted me to get from that. Which I guess does prove this has to be a 1. Okay, so I misread that at some point. And then yeah, that 4, which means that can't be down here. And these are all 5s and 2s, so they can't be down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Those have to be attached. Means it has to be either here or here. And this 4 can only go either up 1 or down 1, so it can't be either of these. I don't get what I can get from this one because it could either be like 1 and 3 or 1 and 3, or, well, I guess it can't be here. It can't be here and it can't be here. Because if this is the 3, then that means this has to be the 1 or this has to be the 1. And it can't be here because then that can't be the 3 and this needs to be the 1. So yeah, it can't be there. Ugh. Oh. Whew, you almost misclick real bad, team. Alright, I think I'm getting it this time. And yeah, this needs to be a 3. Also needs to be a 3. One, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Yep, it's the only way that works. That out. Oh, and then that's just 7, 2, 2. Done, done. It's a chicken, baby. Yo, it's a chicken. Everybody, check it out. It's a chicken. Okay. Hmm. 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Yup. Last number needs to be a 2, so that's there. Ends on a 1. 2. And then this 2 could be either way. 3. Close that. Close that. 2. One, 2, 3, 4. So that's filled in either way. Done with that one. It's all just ones. Let's clamp those boys. 1. Oh, and that makes the 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. We now can add that to the superposition pool. That's the 1 we need. Only one space left for that. We have one blank, and then 3 and 2, which could be 1, 2, 3, blank 1, 2. That's the only way it fits, so plop that in there. Closes that row out. 2 there. Block that off. Wait. Oh, right. There we go. Oh. Yeah, dude. It's math. Math is crazy. No, this ain't just dead ass math, dog. Nah, it's Picross. It's pretty chill, actually. So, the way it works is like, you got these rows and columns, right? So like, let's start with this one over here. So there's got to be a 4, a 2, and a 2 in this column. So it could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. And there needs to be a brick between it. You know, there needs to be a break between that block of 4, a block of 2, and a block of 2. In that case, there's only one way to get 4, 2, 2. So we might as well just go ahead and fill those in. And then we can check off the other boxes because there can't be anything else there. So now that column's just out of the way. And it's that kind of way throughout it too. So like this is 2, 2, 2, right? So that means the block all the way on the right needs to be a 2. So we'll just make both of those 2s and block them off. 1, block it off, make it a 2, block it off. 2, block it off, block off the 1, 2. And hey, that got this column right out of the way as well. Now we need to get a 1, a 1, and a 1, and that can either be done like this, or like this, or you know, any permutation, but there's always going to be 1 right here. You can go ahead and plop that in. And then we know our first number needs to be 3. Plop that in. And then we have 1, 1, 2. Oh, beautiful. They're pretty chill though. If you've never tried Picross, I do recommend it as like a relaxing puzzle game. As someone who like super bounces off of like Sudoku, usually like Sudoku kills me. Sudoku puts me in the grave. Sudoku is so boring to me. I can't do it at all. I just look at it, my brain's like, this sucks. Quite the opposite here though. I love these guys. Little Picross action here and there. Oh, good stuff. So this one's a little weirder because you have to think about, since there's like 1 space left over, I could either do 2, 2, 1 or shift it over and do 2, 2, 1. But again, in either case, these are always filled in. So we just mark them now. And that's a 3 there. We have a superposition 3 in here. 2, 2, 4. Yeah, I think that's the only way to make it work with the gaps we have. And so it's just kind of going around and working through all the numbers, seeing what you can solve as you can solve it. Oh, easy enough. There's only one place another 2 can fit. And you just kind of work through them bit by bit. This can either be 1, 1, 2, 3, or I guess that's got to be it. There's no other way to get a 1 and a 3 in here, right? Because if you do this, then bam, that's a 2. So you need this for the 1. Because otherwise you can just get a 1, 2. Yeah, only way to get this in. 1, blank, 1, 2, 3. Needs to be 5. 3 in the middle. 1, 2. 2 at the start. Hey, folks. Oh god. This is where it starts getting to be a bit much for me. Not to mention I also have been, you know, doing Picrosses for like almost 3 hours straight now. Holy shit. Time flies. By the way, if you want to kill some time, great way to do it, in my opinion. I'm glad for the first size 15 by 15. Yeah, the end puzzles are like 30s by 30s. Yeah, they're huge. They take forever. I have nothing but respect for people with the brain size to do them. Okay, yeah, that's clean. Is this 9 long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, perfect. Cool, they made the first one a easy gimme puzzle for babies. They're like, I bet the first guy to try this is gonna be dumber than a bag of hammers. We better make these easy. They were right, it was me. Okay, and then 3, 1, 1, 6, 7, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 3, 5, 1, 3, 1, 1, and then 7. Okay, and that's the bottom half just cleaned. Oh, is this some kind of floppy drive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Folks. $79 hours in this game. Nice. Yeah, like I said, easy to just have time just fly on these bad boys. Did all the puzzles on hard? Nice. Oh, does this one just pre-cross out all the zeros for you? That's really kind of them, actually. 7, 1, 2, 3. Oop. Well, we can safely assume this is another one Also definitely a 1. We can have a 1 in either of these spaces and then 1. 1 in either of these spaces and then 1. Definitely going to be our 3, so it won't be to here. Also makes that a 1. That's our 3, which means this is a 1. This has to be a 2, so we can block that off. That has to be a 3, so we can block that off. Oh, I just cracked my back real good, everybody. Hey, everybody. Oh, it's good stuff. You'll love to see it. Oh. Oh. All right, that's a 3 there. Oh, those ones are pretty cleanly defined now. One dash one. Oh, I guess we know that's a 1, so we can mark that off. Then this has to be a 2, so that can't be anything. The 1, 2, 3. Or it could even be 1, 2, 3, but either way, that's filled in. Hmm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Versus 1, 2, 3. I guess that is filled in. Okay, there is that overlap. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Space 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! Closes that out. Closes this out. That has to be a 2. One. Oh, 2. That has to be at the very back, and then we know that could be either side. Okay. Means that's good. So that has to be 3 and 2. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. I marked something I wasn't supposed to at some point. Okay, let's see. 1, 1, 3. Yeah, I marked something here when I wasn't supposed to. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so something... It's probably one of these. And 1, 1, 1. Yeah, there's a 2 here where there shouldn't be. This would be a very much a start from the top situation, generally speaking. Because I did something bad somewhere. But I have no idea. I would just start this over for sure. But hey, everybody. Just wanted to do one early stream, and I'll probably do another one later on. Probably some goofier shit.